Good morning. I had a good night's sleep last night. Everything's disconnected from Daybreak. We're getting ready to head back to Greenville, and welcome. I'm John. Going to take you back with us this morning, but first we're going to take a little walk to the beach, check that out, and then we're going over to my favorite restaurant, Grits Grill. That's in Nags Head, and we're going to have breakfast. Right now it is windy. Always windy at the beach. Walk down and take a look, see what's going on at the beach. This time of year I don't think there'll be much, but really that's a good time to go if you want to get away from the crowds and enjoy the beach. Oh yeah, there must be a storm brewing off. Looks like a little bit out in the ocean there, maybe some pretty good storms going. I don't know, we had some move through last night and they're out now. Like the skies are breaking a little bit over there to the east. See the waves crashing. So we're going to say goodbye to the beach for a while. We'll be back later. Of course, I don't live far from the beach, so we'll get down here a lot. As you can see, not nobody on the beach. We'll walk a little bit further on down. Check this out. Now, I hope you can hear me because it's windy. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's kicking up a lot of dirty water. The waves are pretty strong this morning and stirring up the sand, so the water's not very clear looking. That's to be expected this time of year. I see a few seagulls pecking around down there. That's about it. Looks like high tide's coming in. Alright, it's cloudy and gray here, but it's not cold, it's still warm. It's supposed to get colder, I think, tomorrow, but not today. Okay guys, let's go on over to Grits Grill and have breakfast. Hold on to your hat. Oh, well, speaking of hats, I've already lost mine a couple times this morning. Wind's blowing real good. I'm going to tell you, I don't know where it's coming from, but it's strong, but we have made it to Grits Grill. This is an old-fashioned diner, kind of like what you would see back in the 50s and 60s, I guess. I love it, not just because of that, because the food is good. The best breakfast on the beach, in my opinion. So let's go on in and see what's for breakfast. All right, I think we're going to have to wait on somebody to show us the table. There you go. We're inside. There's not windy in here. But it's pretty crowded. Breakfast. Good morning. Just one. Only me. All right, let's go on back and find the table. Thank you all. Thank you. Get on down, sit down here. Oh my goodness. Nice mural on the wall over there. Got a lot of pictures of the beach. Oh yeah, I like that sign. Over there on the wall it says peace, love, and coffee. Definitely coffee. That'll be coming up right shortly. So we're just waiting on our coffee. Here it is. Thank you. I'm ready if you are. Let me see. There she is. We're going to have, are you ready? We're going to have two scramble, hash browns. What kind of toast you got?
White wheat or rye.
Rye.
Would any meat to it?
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, breakfast is here. Now that looks almost good enough to eat. Matter of fact, I think I will eat it. We'll be right back. Oh yeah, that was a good breakfast. I cleaned the plate out, folks. Oh yeah, jukebox. No, I didn't lick the plate this time. Maybe next time. There's Daybreak. She hasn't had her breakfast yet, and she's waiting. So we're going to take her down and see if we can find some gas to put in her. Head on back to Greenville. Now, don't come down here, folks, with a quarter tank of gas and head back. Because there's a long stretch of 64 that you're going to go through with nothing but swamps. National forest, whatever. It's remote. There's no gas for about 30 miles. So make sure you have at least a half a tank before you leave and head back toward Williamston or Greenville or wherever you may be going in the western side of the state, 64 is the main way out. So anyway, Daybreak, let's go on down, honey, and see if we can find you some gas. Okay, folks, we found the gas right here at the duck through. We're gonna go ahead and gas Daybreak up and get back on the road. Duck through. Okay, I haven't ever seen those anywhere else until I moved to North Carolina, but there's a lot of them in Eastern Carolina. So we're gonna obey the signs. We go through and we're gonna duck, just like the sign says. Now this is just what Jukebox has been talking about in his videos. Some folks will get their gas, leave their vehicle here at the pump. There the guy goes. And he takes off in the store to do some shopping. While I'm sitting here waiting to pull up and fuel up Daybreak, he's holding me up. And they do that at truck stops too. All right, well, the guy's finally moving out. Thank you, friend. All right, go ahead and fill up Daybreak. Oh man, I tell you, they won't leave you alone. You got commercials running while you're gassing up, so I don't know if that's gonna mess up my getting gas. Anyway, it's $3.47 a gallon, and the good luck is that I'm gonna fill her up, and Daybreak uses 87 octane, so that's a little bit help. It uses 55-gallon tank, and so if I'm on complete empty, it usually takes about $160 to fill her up. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get Daybreak filled up and get out of here. We've got about a 2.5 hour trip back home. And you know, that's one of my pet peeves. Pull up to a gas pump and you have to sit there and watch commercials while you're pumping gas. My goodness, folks. Come on. All right, that's enough of that. So anyways, that's one thing I was going to tell you. You know, always have, like I said a while ago, always have enough gas when you leave the beach. It's a long way back, sometimes without gas stations being convenient like they are here. So I get about 10 miles a gallon on Daybreak right now. And so when you buy an RV, one of your biggest expenses that you have is going to be fuel. So, you know, you'll just have to accept that. That's just part of it, but that's one of the minuses, but there's more pluses and minuses, so it's worth it to get out on the road, travel, have adventure. And the best part about it is, if you don't like where you're staying, all you gotta do is crank up, unhook, and move. It takes me about 15 minutes to set up and to unhook and get ready to go when I'm ready to pull out. So it's not very long. Just get the hoses out and get them cleaned out, put back up, everything put up. Make sure that you secure your drawers in your coach, because if you don't, you'll learn the hard way like I did. Everything will be out on the floor as soon as you turn a curve. That's just one of those lessons I learned. So we're still in Nags Head, but we're going to get out of here quick and get back on 64, head on back toward Greenville. I'd like to give a shout out this morning to Trucker Jukebox. When I started my YouTube channel, it was him that helped me the most. He supported me and he encouraged me. Jukebox, I appreciate it, buddy. And I also asked you guys, check out his YouTube channel, Trucker Jukebox. He has videos almost every day. And he is also on the Trucker Jukebox Radio Network, a network of stations where he plays the best and oldies in country music. Check that out. He has a Friday night show and a Saturday night Sunday Classic show. So be sure and check that out. Also, the Kitty Hawk RV Park. Those folks were super friendly. The guy helped me set up a little bit, come over there and help me with my setup and everything. Gave me a good spot right close to the beach. And I do recommend that place if you guys are down that way. Now, they don't take credit cards or debit cards. I think he said cash or checks. But anyway, it's a great little park. It's right on the beach. Very convenient to everything. And of course, Grits Grill, where I had breakfast this morning. Always a great place for breakfast. So we're going to get on over this bridge here. We just came over one of these high bridges. And I had to slow down to about 30 miles an hour because folks, that winds are whipping out there about 40 miles an hour this morning. And I have a top heavy vehicle, a high vehicle. I think it's about 12 foot high when you include the air conditioner on top. And so it does, Daybreak does not do well in wind, to say the least. I felt like I was on a ship out there in a storm on the ocean. So anyways, we're going to back on down a little bit, see if we can get her on back to Greenville. Looks like the weather's improving, so it should be a good day. I'm at a welcome center right now, just out of Nags Head. I stopped for a restroom break, and I found something really interesting I'd like for you guys to see. I've never seen this as a rest area before, so let's go on over and take a look at it. All right, sorry about the sidewalk there. Right over here by the restroom, get the camera up a little bit. Right over here by the restroom. maybe now you can hear me. The wind's still blowing pretty hard, so I'll speak as loud as I can. What you're looking at is a little family cemetery. Let me watch my step here. Okay, we're going to go over here and take a look at this. I have never seen this at a welcome center. And it's a nice little cemetery, well kept, has a little fence around it. But so I said, well, maybe that's not too unusual. But then I got up here where I could read the plaque. And this says this is the Browser Family Cemetery. This marker was a resting place of the Browser family, which was the only African-American family that manned a life-saving service station down on the Outer Banks. And let's see what else. It says they were entirely, the station was manned entirely by African Americans, and it was a division of the U.S. Coast Guard. And so some of these markers go back. Well, this one goes back to born 1850, and they passed in 1912. So these go back before the Civil War. And there's quite a few of them in here. So this is the whole family apparently. I won't read all of them, but I wanted you to take a look at this because I think it's so unusual. This one is November the 2nd, 1897. And you won't see this everywhere. So just had to show you guys this, that you take a look at something really different. And we're going to go on back now and get back on the road, get on back toward the house. Thanks guys for riding along with us. This is Daybreak and I's first adventure to the beach, and we enjoyed having you with us. Appreciate all my new subscribers too. Like to give a shout out to them. If you enjoy our videos, please hit the like button. It does help the channel. We're going to end this venture right here at the Tar River in Greenville, North Carolina. We're home now, and we'll see you on the next adventure.